When we talk about the Five of Hearts, we talk about an energy that brings with it an enormous amount of emotional restlessness because we've got a heart suit. We're talking about emotions, relationships, and we're talking about an energy of the five. And the five is the seeker. So the Five of Hearts is also labeled the emotional adventurer. And the Five of Hearts sits in the Venus column on the Saturn line. And the Saturn line has predominantly odd cards. Actually, it only has odd cards. And that bring in an immense amount of instability into the lives of anyone who is placed on that card. So for the Five of Hearts and the Three of Clubs in Mercury, one is living in a world of mental options because the Three of Clubs is the card of the author, the spoken and the written word. The mind here is like a creative engine firing on all cylinders, ideas coming in multiple streams, sometimes conflicting, often brilliant. For a Five of Hearts who already dances between emotional freedom and connection, this Mercury card invites a mental flexibility that can either liberate or exhaust. The key is learning to organize your thoughts, not censor them, but sift them. So your communication becomes an offering, not a flood. Speak to inspire, not just to express. Venus brings in a Three of Spades, and that brings complexity into love and values. This isn't your storybook romance placement. For someone with a Five of Hearts, it may feel like the heart is always at a crossroads, desiring depth but also independence. The Three of Spades is the actor's card, so very versatile, and it adds a layer of artistic or emotional struggle, a searching for beauty through experience. The gift here is that your relationships, though they may be unconventional or evolving, become honest mirrors of your inner truth. Let love evolve with you. Mars brings in the Nine of Hearts. The Nine of Hearts is a semi-fixed card in conjunction with the Seven of Diamonds. So the Nine of Hearts itself is only double Saturn or double Venus. So that brings a very special energy, all by itself or in itself. The Nine of Hearts is an incredibly powerful emotional release card. In the realm of action, this means you're here to bring things to a close, relationships, emotional cycles, attachments, and then walk forward with purpose. The Five of Hearts energy already knows how to leave, but this card teaches you how to leave with grace, without burning bridges. It asks, what can you offer in parting that's more loving than what you gave in union? There's strength in closure. Use it. The Seven of Clubs in Jupiter. That's the card of spiritual knowledge. Jupiter expands through that Seven of Clubs, the card of spiritual integrity in thinking. Again, spiritual knowledge. This isn't about positive vibes, it's about aligning your thoughts with truth. As a Five of Hearts, your emotional compass needs an anchor, and this card provides one. Faith in your own mind. It's about cultivating belief that's not borrowed from others, but forged through experience. The moment you doubt yourself, the system collapses. But when you hold steady in your convictions, abundance follows. Not just material, but wisdom and influence. Saturn gives you a mirror of your own soul card, the Five of Diamonds. This is where responsibility gets personal. You're not just here to handle money or values, you're here to evolve them. Change isn't always easy, especially when Saturn brings karmic weight. But this double five combo says your lessons are also your gifts. Because Saturn is the teacher, and we often don't really want to accept lessons. So your limits point directly to your liberation. When you learn to treat freedom with responsibility, you stop sabotaging yourself and start steering with intention. Uranus hands you the Queen of Spades, arguably one of the most self-mastering cards in the deck. This is high-level personal development through disruption. For a Five of Hearts, it can feel like you're being called to your own power in unorthodox or unexpected ways. You're not here to play small. You're not here to follow. The Queen of Spades doesn't ask for permission. She builds herself. Let the shockwaves shake loose what no longer serves, and claim your role as the quiet architect of your own destiny. Neptune shows up as the Jack of Clubs, the youthful messenger of cleverness, curiosity, and mischief. This brings a dreamer's voice to your spiritual compass, but not one that's naive. You may have visions, ideas, or intuitive flashes that feel playful and profound at once. For the Five of Hearts, this card brings permission to ask the weird questions, to chase mental butterflies without losing your grounding. Your soul's growth depends on humor, imagination, and the courage to think in metaphors. Finally, Pluto brings transformations through the Nine of Diamonds, a card of value surrender and karmic closure. This isn't just about letting go of things, it's about releasing what you thought made you valuable. As a Five of Hearts, you may be tempted to define yourself through your relationships or your freedom. But this card says, true power comes when you give up what's outdated, even if it's glittering. What's left behind may sting, but what remains is always more essential. And that's what rebirth feels like: clean, fierce, necessary.